Okay, so this is what I wanted to follow up on. In my previous video, people indicated that this was in no way a performance increase, and this is not how the Revo scan software was operating. And that may be very well, it may be just isolated to my workstation. Again, the reason why I discovered this was Mesh Lab was actually giving me some issues where it was opening, but it was very unresponsive, and practically useless. So in my video, I did have some GPU use in during the video, so it kind of skewed the results, and it wasn't as dramatic as what I'm trying to show and convey in a possible setting change that may improve your scan or use of the software. So Revo Scan has not been one of the applications that have been added. As you can see, this is a pretty large. This is about a 15, 16-inch long part, scanned in high quality. And if you look, if you're watching this, the GPU is like we're hitting 50, 60. I can almost hit 70%. Just me rotating and using this application. Okay. Notice this guy hasn't done jack crap. It is not being used at all. This is what I was trying to stress. Is you have a secondary graphics card that is more high performance than the integrated built-in graphics, which is sharing your RAM for those resources, and that's what your application is using. So you cannot tell me that changing it will not improve performance. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show this. So I'm going to go ahead and close out of Revo Scan, exit out. So we're going to go to Settings, Display Settings. I'm going to scroll down. Now I have Revo Scan, my Mesh Lab, Mesh Mixer, and Fusion 360. I'm going to add Revo Studio. You're going to have to navigate to it. But again, I was stressing this onto Revo Scan. I'm just going to point out another application to clearly show what I'm trying to get at. Once you've added it, you're going to have to go to Options. Do not let Windows decide because it's an idiot. It wants to use the power setting. You need to select your secondary graphics card. Now, if you do not have a secondary graphics card and you're only using your integrated graphics, then this is a moot point. This is not going to help you at all. I'm just trying to explain for some people that actually have somewhat higher end laptops that have additional hardware that they're not utilizing. Okay, so I'm going to hit that. It's literally, if I rushed this, I could have made that change in 10 seconds. All I'm suggesting is to try it and see if you see any gains. If you don't see any gains, then okay, then I've wasted your time. Um, cool. So I'm just saying it may be worth trying. People were talking about my scans taking too long, and oh, your computer's not often right. Well, that's might be right. I have Cure running right now. I'm a multitasker. I have stuff going on right now that I'm trying to show you that stuff. Now, this is still being used, but I want to explain there's a caveat to that. I am recording this video. I am recording this session in 4K. I'm pretty sure that's going to take whatever precedence of whatever application is running and utilizing those resources. So I believe that's what is making this look like it's not being used, or right now the system is splitting between the two. But I am going to open a model. Now this is 70 megs. Okay, that's 44 megs. Let's just open that. There's about 2,000 frames and then meshed. So I'm going to open the model. Okay, remember this guy was a dead duck. It is not being taxed at all, 16, 17%, but it's a lot more snappy. I mean, this is a lot more usable for the application. So again, I'm just suggesting that you probably try this setting, see if you see a marginal improvement. If you don't, then I'm sorry I wasted your time, but this guy right here is a lot better than this while just rotating was hitting 70%, 65, 70%. I am not nowhere near using the resources for this application. This is just working fine. Now, is it going to improve by me trying to do tasks? Well, I don't know. I don't think so. I think this is still going to be that's still CPU centric, which has nothing to do with GPU, but rendering and using the application. If this guy is getting choppy and lagging like this, it's usually this guy probably using some of your RAM resources, which is going to be hurting your CPU utilization too. So it's going to overall make your system run slower. So what I'm trying to say is, if you have a supercharged V8, use it. Don't stick with the four banger because you're just trying to get by and you don't think it's helping. It may not help one bit in processing, but if you can use the application a lot easier, then why not use it? Same deal with the scanner. I'm a multitask. I'm going to go ahead and have that run. I'm going to open up the scan utility. So there's the part right there. Scan, high accuracy. Now this is probably not going to scan good because it's quite large and it's quite flat, but I'm going to try. I like to go around the perimeter and then I work trying to fill it in. I feel this always works best because I can get at least the dimensions of the part right. Of course, I got my brightness settings way too bright, but man, that mess scanned. That's a no bueno. So that's probably screwed up, but either way, that's a, I'm satisfied with at least that far. So we can stop it, complete fusion, let it do its thing, and I can see if my resources are doing anything. No, but I'm pretty sure I was not using this during scanning. I was using this during scanning to render this image. And yeah, my CPU is getting pegged, but again, I have stuff open. I'm working on several projects. It's not the best thing to recommend, but I think this will, whether it be marginal or even if it improves your scanning experience by 1 or 2%, I feel it's worth it just making a free change on your workstation. But anyways, like I said, hopefully this works out. My scan utilities in the way. Hold on. So, like I said, this is the other side of that part I was just scanning, but I don't have it being choppy or anything like that. While it's still processing that, and just to stress, that's not even messing with that. Anyways, I hope this helps out everybody. I'm not going to be making too many of these videos. I just wanted to stress that, hey, if this helps you out, then cool, like and subscribe. I'll try to add some other videos. I'll be making carbon fiber parts shortly. I'm already working on the molding process. This is going to actually be finished in chopped carbon fiber. I'm going to be doing forged carbon fiber for this actual part. But follow me on that process. But I don't know if I'm going to be doing any more scanning videos because one, this takes quite a bit of time. It's finicky, and there's quite a bit of people on Facebook that just are experts. So I'll let them take the reins on that, and then I'll just keep trucking and then making money off of this. So, anyways, have a good day. Bye.